Hey, good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to Bull City Hangout 7-3. I'm Pat Murray. I publish the Durham Skywriter. That's Durham's online community paper, which you can check out in its entirety at durhamskywriter.com. Now, as Bull City Hangout, I tell you what's happening today in Durham, and I do invite you to click on that link. I already know a friend of mine is going to click on the link soon, and I'll bring her on right after I do the weather. But you can click on the link too, because in fact, I don't know what the limit is with EV mugs because I used to use StreamYard and there was a limit of 10, which is a lot. And with EV mugs, I don't know. One day we'll find out if a lot of people hop on. But anyway, I would invite you to click on that link and I'll bring you on right after I do the weather. And William M. Andrews is here saying, "Good afternoon, Bull City. Good afternoon, William." It's a big, you didn't type this yesterday and I really missed it. I love this phrase. It's a beautiful day in the Bull City. William, please put out a t-shirt because I would buy that for sure. Absolutely. Okay. In fact, I've seen a couple of churches that have a slogan in Durham as it is in heaven. I've seen that. So I know the River has that, the River Church, and I saw another church, I can't remember which one, but they have it too. So anyway, people love a good slogan. People love a good slogan. So let me continue. Actually, let me move my keyboard. And let's get started with the word page, the government and nonprofit information page. Let me get comfortable here. There we go. So the word page is a government and nonprofit information page. Lots of great programs and services always being added, being offered by local nonprofits and also city, county, and state government. So I'm always adding something new. In fact, let me tell you about something I just added from the City of Durham's General Services Department. In fact, let me put on my specs for this one. Whoa. Okay. So this is brand new. They do this every year, but it seems that some details have changed. But the city has just put out the RFP, that's request for proposals for festivals and special events. So they're accepting applications. So Durham neighborhood groups, organizations, and residents, they're invited to come up with detailed plans for festivals, parades, and other celebrations to be held next year. So you're planning this year for next year. So events that encourage engagement with the arts, history, culture, diversity, equity, and inclusion are all they're the types of things that the city is looking for. In other words, they don't want just for example, Lithuanian festival. They want like everybody to be in there. So that should be really interesting. Now, I do have a link that you can click on. You can get a full description of the request. Also, you can get of the timelines, the guideline, the deadlines. They're going to have some um, like explanation of the application process, especially for first timers who have never even put together something like this. They're going to have workshops, both virtual and in person, so you can understand what this is all about. Because after all, the big deal is the city is going to fund the events that get chosen. So they want to make sure that everything is on point. So if you have an idea for a big event, actually, here's the thing. I know the city in the past had requests for proposals where neighborhood folks could put on events and get up to like $500 to help them along. What's different about this one, I don't know if this is an expansion of what I just mentioned or if they put the two together, but you will be competing with the big boys. I'm talking about the biggest Durham events that cost like $10,000. So, I mean, plus 10,000 plus. So this is a very big deal. So I don't think they will. I'm not going to say what I think they're going to fund. I don't know. I do know that you will be competing with the big boys because when you go to the site, I do have a link, like I said, on the word page, durhamskywriter.com, then go to the word page, and you see who they funded last year. You'll realize, Oh, okay. Yeah, this is the big time. So, anyway, check it out. I'd love to see your event funded. Let me know if you're in the running because I think this is going to be quite the opportunity for people to really celebrate Durham. So, there you go. And let's see what else is on the word. There's lots more on this page for real. There's just so much. I don't even know where to start. I'm just going to scroll down to Durham Community Fridges. Now, as you might know, if you have listened or watched Bull City Hangout lately, we have lost one of our community fridges. And to explain what that is, these are 24/7 access refrigerators that are out in public where people who are hungry can go in there and get something to eat. Usually next to the refrigerator is a cupboard. So if you want to donate, for example, canned goods, bagged rice, pinto beans, or whatever, you can do so. So it's community run, and it's usually next to places of like business or churches. Usually, it's a nationwide program. So we have lost the one at Part and Parcels. I don't know if it's forever, but they do have uh, notation on the website. And of course, the website is notated right there on the word page under Durham Community Fridges. But they do say that their particular community fridge at 1901 Chapel Hill Road is closed until further notice. So we'll see. We have two left though. St. Joseph Episcopal Church, 1902 West Main Street on the Iredell Street side, and also Omi's, which is the newest one, 2300 North Roxborough Street, and that is a coffee shop on the corner of North Roxborough and Club Boulevard. So at least we have two left, which is great. So some cities don't have any because they haven't, they're not, hip like Durham is. But anyway, so if you want to help out, if you ever go shopping and you have something to spare, maybe you catch a sale, one of those 2-for-1 sales, or maybe you just have the money to buy food and to help others, I definitely heartily recommend that you donate. You just drive over to St. Joseph Episcopal or Omi's and just put your items in the refrigerator or the cupboard, which is right next to it. So check out the website. You can always see what is in each refrigerator, so you can know. Maybe you notice, maybe the one at St. Joseph, maybe they only have a few items in there. And you say, okay, I'll go to St. Joseph today. Omi's might be full, might be empty. You never know. Check the website and then act accordingly. And I thank you in advance. I've definitely dropped off food. I haven't dropped off food yet at Omi's because it is new, but I have taken food to the St. Joseph and the late lamented Part and Parcel community fridge. Okay, let me continue. There's lots more on this page. But let me check. Let's check Durham Tech Small Business Center because they always. Oh, let me remind you. Today's Thursday, right? It's Thursday already. This week just zipped right by. So the libraries, with it being Thursday, they're all open until 6 today. Tomorrow they're probably closed because of the holiday. In fact, I know. I should just say they're closed because of the holiday, 4th of July. Boy, this really ran up on us, didn't it? Boy. But let's check Durham Tech Small Business Center. Let's see if there's anything going on today. Nothing in person, but let's see if there are any classes being offered across the state by the various community colleges and small business centers. So today's what? The 3rd? Okay, I think they're all anticipating the holiday. So the next class will be Monday at 2, Mastering SEO, which is I forget what it stands for. Oh, search engine optimization. That's being, making yourself available, making yourself discoverable online. So mastering SEO for your small business, boost your website's visibility and drive. That's going to be Monday at 2, and I'll remind you about that on Monday. Okay, let me just check score real quick. Let me just see if they have a workshop today, and then we'll go on to the to your health page. Let's see, score. Oh, their next class isn't until Thursday. Okay. But just let you know, SCORE, since I mentioned them, Service Corps of Retired Executives, they help budding entrepreneurs. You can get a mentor, you can take classes in person, online. Services are without charge. So definitely check them out. They're in downtown Durham and they serve neighboring towns as well. Okay, let's go to the To Your Health page. Oh, wait a minute. Let's go to the school tools page. It's going to be a college tour. Okay, there's going to be a college tour of North Carolina Central University hosted by EPIC, Empowered Parents in Community. They'll be hosting a college readiness tour for exceptional children at North Carolina Central University. So that will be from 10 until 1 on next Thursday for 8th through 12th graders who are neurodivergent learners and also students with special needs, gifted students, etc. So you can learn all about college life. You can also see what NCCU has in terms of supporting the needs of exceptional children, and you can just get a taste of college life and see what that's all about. This will be really fun. So be sure to register. Go to the school tools page and then register by the Tuesday, July 8th deadline. And again, the tour is on that Thursday, the 10th. Okay, now let's go to the To Your Health page and let's see what's happening. Let's see. Now, just in case, I know tomorrow's a holiday, and I do know fireworks will be, um, people will be exploding fireworks and having fun with that. Of course, cookouts, all kinds of things going to be hot probably. So I just want to let you know about urgent care departments that we have here in Durham. You can go to the To Your Health page. First, go to durhamskywriter.com and then go to the To Your Health page. At the top of the page, you'll see the ambulance there. Click on that graphic, and then you'll be taken to a page where you can see all the different urgent care clinics. Some are Duke, some are independent, some are University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill related, or I should say related to maybe Chapel Hill Health Departments, put it that way. So we have at least a dozen plus urgent care clinics. I've been to one, it was associated with Duke, so I didn't have to pay anything. So it all, just find out in advance who the urgent care clinics are connected to so that you can get the most out of the experience of having to use them. You will notice that there's one that's 24/7, and there's yet another one who comes to you. So just check it out and just have that information on hand, know where to go, just in case something happens tomorrow with it being a holiday and people having more fun than usual. Let's put it that way. Now, let's check to see if there are any blood drives so that you can help save lives by donating blood. There's two agencies that do so here in Durham, the American Red Cross and Blood Connection. So the American Red Cross, today they're having a blood drive at Chick-fil-A. Now, this is the one that's on Hillsborough Road, 3429 Hillsborough Road. They just got there, and they will be there until 5. Look for the bus, the American Red Cross bus. Blood Connection, let's see. Oh, nothing today, nothing until next week. Okay. Now, let's go to the Senior Scope page, and you already know the center's closed tomorrow. But I think today, well, let's just see what's happening today. So today's Thursday. Now, the usual activities for an ordinary Thursday, pinochle and kings in the corner, card games until 7, African drumming at 12:30, bring your own drum. Thursday Bible study at 12:30, bring your own Bible. Afternoon bingo at 1, open art studio at 1, Arthritis Foundation exercise program at 2:15, acrylic painting with Steve at 4, $10 fee. Fitness Center and the Tech Lab are both open for drop-ins from 5 until 7:30, and then cardio and more at 5:30. I can't tell you what's happening tomorrow morning because the center is closed. Oh, let me tell you where it is. 406 Rigsby Avenue downtown, and they're closed tomorrow. But let me see if there are any special events today, because I already know there's one that I could tell you about. Let's see. I'll scroll down past it. There it is. Let's see. So it already started, but they're having an Independence Day cookout right now at the Durham Center for Senior Life. So you might want to zip over there right now. They will be celebrating until 1:45. They're going to have music, live music by the DCSL band. They're really good. They're going to have food. They'll be providing hot dogs, and you can also bring your own sides or whatever, but no alcohol. But definitely have fun today until 1:45 at the Durham Center for Senior Life. And going on right now is the Animal Farm Joy of Origami class, where teacher Barbara Pearl is teaching you how to fold paper into farm animals. That sounds like fun. Now, this coming Saturday, it will be Senior Day at the North Durham Farmers Market. You might not even know there's a North Durham Farmers Market. So, twice a month at 1016 Old Oxford Road, there's a North Durham Farmers Market. It's from noon until 4. They're inviting seniors to come, and you get there on your own, even though I'm listing it under the Durham Center for Senior Life. The reason I'm mentioning it right now is because you can triple your money. So check it out. So if you have your senior farmers market voucher, you can triple your money. So even if you don't have one of those vouchers, check out the farmers market anyway, because it's something that people really love, getting fresh produce, etc. Always a great deal. All righty, let's go to the let's go calendar of events page. And then that'll be it for the show. I'll be doing the weather. Barb is here. I'll bring on Barb. Let's see what's happening in the what do you call it? Southwestern United States. I almost said Pacific Southwest. That doesn't sound right. I think it's Pacific Northwest. But anyway, the Southwestern Desert. Let's put it that way. Yeah. Let's check for Thursday the 3rd. Okay. Now you have 40 minutes. If you can rush over, if you need groceries, rush over to the Catholic Charities Durham Community Food Pantry. It's running right now through 1 o'clock, and they lock the door at 1, so you have to be there by 1 o'clock. 2020 Chapel Hill Road in the Lakewood Shopping Center. You'll see the people. They're all, crowded around there by the front door. They're usually sitting outside. If it's crowded, a lot of people sit outside, and then they bring them in as more and more people are served. You can visit there once a month. So once you get there, you get a number, talk to a social worker. You will get a week's worth of groceries. Let them know if you can't have dairy, if you can't have pork. Sometimes they have extra things to give away. And with it being the holiday, who knows? They might have charcoal for grilling, because sometimes they do that. Sometimes people are really nice and they donate a lot of items to Catholic Charities, and then they turn around and give these items away. Oh, another thing I need to mention, they have diapers, pull-ups, newborn to toddler size, and then the big ones for adults. So again, with it being Thursday, their hours are always 10 to 1. On Wednesdays, they do this 10 to 1 and 5 to 7, just to let you know. Let's see what else is happening. Oh, the Durham County Library Bookmobile is rolling today. So today they'll be paying a visit to the Carolina Arbors Piedmont Hall on Carolina Arbors Drive from 1 until 1:30. This is where you get to go inside the beautifully air-conditioned van. You can take some books out, check them out, and then when you're done with them, you can return them to any Durham County Library, whichever one's closest to where you live or where you work or go to school. So that again is going to be from 1 until 1:30 at Carolina Arbors Piedmont Hall. Let's see. Oh, is that today? Okay, the West End Free Market is today. Okay, they'll be giving away fresh produce. Perfect timing. Fresh produce and dry goods will be given away today at the Lion Park Recreation Center, 1309 Halley Street. The elders are served first, so the seniors age 65 plus, they will be served first, starting at 2:45. and then everybody else is served at 3. And just to let you know, if you don't ordinarily go to Lion Park and you just don't know the deal, that parking lot that's right across from the front door, you can park. That's their parking lot. You can park in there, no worries. Of course, you can always park on the street just east. What is that called? Is it Carroll Street? Not Carroll Street. Darn it. I forget. Whatever street is just because you can't park on Kent Street because of traffic, but whatever street is just to the east of Lion Park Recreation Center, you can park on that street. Plenty of parking. Let's see. Now, New Visions of Africa restaurant at 1306 Fayetteville Street, they'll be giving away one-off meals today. So single meals from 3 until 6, 1306 Fayetteville Street. So go ahead and if you need, some people don't have kitchen access where they live, so check out New Visions of Africa restaurant. They do have picnic tables, by the way, so you can get the meal. And instead of lugging it home, you can just sit down at the picnic table, have a talk with Kasib. He'll probably be there. He's the leader. And just enjoy a nice meal. Okay, let's see. Boxyard RTP, they're taking back Thursday live concert series. Okay, that is from 5:30 until 7:30. They're probably closed tomorrow, but today they'll be celebrating just celebrating Thursday with live music. It's an outdoor venue, 900 Park Offices Drive off of Highway 54. So today's band will be a foot stomping bluegrass music by Steadfast Pine. So that again is from 5:30 until 7:30. Party of One, they're going to have Party of One has a line dance class at 7 o'clock at WD Hill, which is right next door to New Visions, by the way. So that should be really great. It's free and you can learn all the latest line dances. And you could probably learn how to do boots on the ground if you don't already know. That seems to be the dance of the summer of the year. We'll find out. All right, now let me tell you what's happening tomorrow in terms of Independence Day, because I won't be doing Bull City Hangout tomorrow. Um, the Children's Independence Day Parade, that's going to be in Durham Central Park from 9:30 until 11 or 11:30. Basically, the whole family turns out. You can decorate scrap exchanges there. You decorate your kids' bikes or your tricycles, the little scooters, the big wheels, these strollers, perambulators, or whatever. So you go ahead and help your child decorate their vehicle. And then I'll be playing music as DJ Pitty Pat. I'll be playing positive and happy music. A lot of it will be patriotic, but with a twist, a hip twist. And then at 10:30, there's going to be a gigantic, and I do mean gigantic because a lot of people show up. It'll be a parade around the park, across the street, across the bridge, and then back. And then, of course, free popsicles. Now, if we're lucky, the fire department will be there. Now, back in the day, they used to shoot water out, and that was so fun. But I was told due to liability problems, or whatever, they can't do that anymore. But the children can take a tour of the fire trucks. So that's fun, even though it's not half as fun as them showering the crowd with water. But anyway, that's going to be tomorrow. Hope to see you there. 9:30 until 11 or 11:30. Bring the kids, bring the little vehicles. And also because you'll be walking around, probably getting hot and everything. The popsicles are fine, but you might want to have maybe some wet washcloths or hand towels to cool everybody off afterwards. All righty. Now they're going to have the Frederick Douglass Community Reading tomorrow. This is an annual event at Horton Grove. That is at Historic Stagville. Let me explain. Historic Stagville is the tourist name. It's kind of like a tourist spot. It is a state historic site. It was one of the largest plantations in the southeastern United States. So Horton Grove is where the former slave dwellings were. You can actually take tours. So at the Horton Grove slave dwellings, and I need to give you the address because there's actually two different. The plantation was so big that Horton Grove has its own address, and Historic Stagville has its own address. So you will be going to 5925 Jock Road in Bahama for this event, and this is where the audience members and actors and just local folks will be participating in a reading of this incredible, one of the most dynamic speeches in American history by Frederick Douglass from 1852, his Independence Day speech, What to the Slave is the 4th of July. It's powerful. So you might want to check that out. That will be from 10 until 11 tomorrow. Afterwards, you'll be invited to take a tour and be sure to see the Great Barn. I know a lot of Black people I know have not been to historic Stagville because they say, I don't want to bother with slavery. I don't want to think about it. But check out the Great Barn. I don't care what race you are. The Great Barn is remarkable. It was built by enslaved people without nails or screws. Some African tourists were there uh, in recent years, and they really enlightened the tour guides who didn't know that many um, West Africans are still using these techniques to build ships. They didn't know that what the enslaved people were doing when they were instructed to build the Great Barn, they used their skills, their ship building skills. So, in essence, the Great Barn is like a giant ship on land, and it has outlived all the tornadoes and hurricanes and whatnot. It's a remarkable sight to see. So, however you feel about slavery, as you know, whatever race you are, if you want to see some African genius, check out the Great Barn, and you might as well check out the great Frederick Douglass's speech as well tomorrow at 10. Okay, here's another event starting at 10 o'clock. The Watts Hillendale 4th of July Parade and Celebration. That will take place in Oval Drive Park, 2200 West Boulevard, and that will start at 10 o'clock tomorrow. And I heard I think they've been doing this for at least 50 years, at least. And it started out with, I think, someone's kids marching around the block just for fun. And it became this big deal. So, volunteers, you can show up an hour early to help decorate the park, and they would love that. And of course, you can join the parade, sing songs, and it ends with a nice cold beverage. Okay, now, Festival for the Eno, also known as Eno Fest, the 46th annual, by the way. They return to West Point on the Eno Park, 5101 North Roxborough Road. That's going to usually it's 2 days, at least 2 days. So it'll be tomorrow and Saturday. So both days, 10 to 6. Enjoy a couple of days along the Eno River, cool off with some music. 40 plus musical acts on 4 stages. It's a very big event, it's a huge event. You can buy snacks and drinks from the food trucks. They're going to have lots of crafts and art displays and vendors. Admission is 65 for both days, 35 for one day. And if you're a kid, age 5 to 17, it's 15 for 2 days and 10 for one day. It's free for little ones, age 4 and under, so you can take the dinkies if you want to and have lots of fun. You can click, I have the link for tickets, and also you can see the entire schedule because the schedule is way too large for me to put in the Skywriter. It's gigantic. There's a huge lineup of entertainment vendors and food vendors, so you can see the map and the schedule and everything. Now, please note, listen up, free parking is available 1 mile north at the Durham County Memorial Stadium. You know where that is. Park on the grounds of the stadium. Do not, repeat, do not park across the street at the mall because they're very watchful and they will tow your car. They're very sensitive about their space. So do not park across the street at the mall. Park at the stadium. There's plenty of parking, and they do have a free shuttle bus. So you don't have to walk a mile. You don't have to walk a mile back to the Eno. Just park at the stadium and take the free shuttle bus to the event. So you don't have to worry about that. Okay. Now back to the children's um, Independence Day parade. Like I said, that's from 9:30 until 11 or 11:30 at Durham Central Park, 501 Foster Street. I did mention that. But there's going to be an event right afterwards. So that's going to be from 11 until 1, where Durham Central Park is hosting, along with, I think it's like a couple of downtown businesses are treating or having a fundraiser, so to speak, for Durham Central Park. So it's a 4th of July barbecue party. So it's right at the end of our parade. So you can stick around and get hot dogs and whatnot. So what you do is with it being a fundraiser, because Durham Central Park is planning to make some real big improvements. So make a donation to the park, and then you get a hot dog, watermelon slice, and chips. So if you could help out, I know they would greatly appreciate it. And you'll probably be hungry after that march anyway. So definitely help out. And they gave me permission to stick around and play happy music. So I'll be there also as DJ Pitty Pat. All right, I think it's pretty. Oh, wait, that's not it because wait a minute. Oh, there's going to be a cookout. Okay, the Durham alumni chapter of Phi Beta Sigma and Zeta Phi Beta. They're going to be co-hosting their official blue and white cookout at the Pineywood Park and Recreation Center, 400 East Woodcroft Parkway. So it's in between is it Faithful or 55? I think it's, I shouldn't even guess. It's off of Faithful Street. Yeah, it's off of Faithful Street. So it's 400 East Woodcroft Parkway. They have a pretty sizable parking lot, so you don't have to worry about that. So at 1 o'clock, they're going to have a family oriented cookout. And then you can help support MAAME. Um, they help young mothers with the donation of diapers, breast pump gear, money. If you could donate any of those, they'd love it. Um, I do have a link so you can learn more about MAME. If you're not ready to donate tomorrow, you can always make a donation later. They would appreciate it. They do have tickets that you do have to get tickets in advance. So it's 25 in advance, $30 day of. So if you get your ticket today, I guess you'd save $5. So you can click on the link that I provided right there on the Let's Go page and learn more and get your ticket if you want to take part. Now, this is something that everybody looks forward to, the fireworks. So Durham Parks and Recreation, City of Durham, the Durham Bulls, they all co-sponsor the Durham Independence Day celebration. That, of course, is tomorrow night. So the Durham Bulls, who will they be playing tomorrow? Seems like every year they play the same team. Is it every year they play the Norfolk Tides? It seems that they always play them. Maybe that's a tradition. I don't know. But you can, I do have a link. So you can attend the game, of course, beautiful baseball game. Um, if you don't want to attend the game, but you just want to go to the park for the fireworks, because that's where the fireworks are going to be, then at the end of the seventh inning, they'll let everybody else in for free. So you might have to wait outside for a little bit, try to maybe listen to the game on the radio, and then when they hit the end of the seventh inning, then go ahead and rush over there to the gate. They'll let you in. The fireworks should start around 9:45 ish. And let's see, they're going to have, of course, a special program. Now, if you don't want to enter the park because maybe you're claustrophobic, you don't like crowds or whatever, I don't blame you. You can watch outside the ballpark. You can try the grassy area behind Diamond View 3. You could also go to Burt's Bees outside of the North Deck. And you could also try the Tobacco Road Sports Cafe or Ponysaurus Brewing. They will not allow people to go to the parking decks. They don't want anybody to get hit by cars or have any accidents or anything like that. So they don't let people enter the parking decks on foot to watch the fireworks. So there you go. That's an awful lot. Oh my goodness. So I might be doing Bull City Hangout on Saturday, depending on what's happening. I will not be doing it tomorrow. I will be at Durham Central Park. Park for free, by the way, by going just west of Foster, parking the Measurement Incorporated parking lot for free. And that is so much. And Barbara's been waiting so patiently. I appreciate it. So let's do the weather real quick. Let me get my little intro. Let's let's rush through the weather and then bring on Barb. Okay. It doesn't feel like it's 86. Okay, it's 86. I don't think it's very humid out, but it's 86 right now, apparently. It's sunny, and it looks like it's going to be sunny just about all afternoon. Maybe around 4 o'clock, some clouds will drift by. But for the most part, we're going to have a nice sunny afternoon with a high of 90. Okay, so it's a hot afternoon. Tomorrow, it'll be 89. The high will be 89, and it will be, let's see, for the morning. So it's going to be a partly cloudy morning early, and the sun will be blasting out at 9 o'clock. So, yeah, it's going to be hot tomorrow. High of 89. Perfect for grilling, I'll tell you that. And then Saturday, 87 and sunny. And then Sunday, 84, 50% chance of rain. That's perfect. Let me very quickly check the other app because sometimes they have disagreements. So it's saying right now that it's 95, feels like 103. The Weather Channel is so dramatic because I know it's not 95 right now. I would feel that because I don't have air conditioning. It is. Sometimes I think I'm going to find out. Let me write it down. Where are the readings taken? The weather apps. Because I have a feeling that the Weather Channel gets their readings from RDU Airport, somewhere where there's nothing but concrete. That's what I'm guessing. Anyway, there we go. Let's bring on Barb. And let me see. Let me put it on dynamic scene. Oh, wait. Oh, not yet. No, wait. Wait, let's hang out first. I remember. Okay, here we go. Okay, watch this smoothness. Here we go. Okay, wait. Okay, here we go. Perfection. Love it. Barb, what's new?
Well, it's been raining here like crazy. Like,
What?
yeah, in I'm in central New Mexico, and I mean, like the flood flash warnings and so forth. So we finally got the sun to come out here in the last little
Wow.
bit. So I just wanted to stop by and wish you a happy Fourth of July. And
Well, thank you.
um,
Can't wait.
yeah,
Can't
are you
wait.
guys performing? I missed a little bit of your live
Oh,
cast this morning, but are you going to be doing your DJ stuff on the 4th of July?
yeah.
Where are you?
I don't know how many years I've been doing this, but I've been DJing for the Children's Independence Day Parade in Durham Central Park for
A long
years.
term.
I don't even
Yeah.
know when I started. But
Yeah.
basically, it is so cute, Barb. It is so cute because the kids, they bring their little bikes and little tricycles and little scooters, and they decorate them. And then there's a big march. And so I play while they're decorating their little vehicles. I'm playing like hip but patriotic music. And
Mm-hmm.
then there's a big, John Philip Sousa marches.
You're
They
right,
join the
right,
parade.
right.
Then
Mm-hmm.
there's a gigantic, probably the biggest American flag in the city is usually they choose someone special to be um, what's it called, the leader of the parade.
Uh-huh.
Sometimes it's little kids, sometimes it's whoever. And then the parade is through the park, across the street, over the bridge and back, and it's just really cute. It is just the
Wow.
cutest.
Now, are you
So
able to video any of that you then can share in your live, like next week as a recap of the event or not?
I could, but there's
Are you,
two reasons why I don't. Um, a lot of people, how can I put this? Durham is like a melting pot. We have a lot of refugees, a lot of new
oh,
neighbors, and I
mm-hmm.
hesitate to video people without their permission. Some people are here for a reason.
Yeah, I get
um,
it.
and,
Uh-huh.
and and then also the music is so loud. I just think it would be distorted
Uh-huh.
because Because you can imagine, I'm playing the music pretty loud because to cover the whole park,
Uh
you
huh.
know, it was pretty darn loud.
Yeah.
So, so yeah, I would rather see the news people. I don't think I've ever seen it on the news. Hmm.
Wow.
But if channel 17 or 11 or whatever, if they ever show it, I might share that on the
Hmm.
Skywriter. But I just hesitate to show people without their permission, especially children.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree wholeheartedly.
So
Well, we're going to be here with our corgis, and
okay. So what are you
but
doing? Are you grilling?
huh?
Are you grilling for the fourth or?
No, I have to because of my health. Have to do
Oh,
do pretty much
right.
special
No
stuff
smoke.
in my diet right now, so I'm not going to do that.
Right.
But so we
Okay.
should have a quiet fourth. I mean,
Hmm.
the uh, it was lightning and thunder through the night last night, so the kids got a feel of,
Wow.
without it being fireworks, what those
Wow.
sounds were. So
Wow.
we're set that way. But I'm into ballooning, and here in
Mhm.
our city, our balloon museum has a wonderful event that's for the family and so forth.
A balloon
For
museum?
Yeah, we have the hot air balloon museum, here
Cool.
as well. So
Very
I'm
cool.
sure that'll be the safest place to take our kids. But I,
Mhm.
I did. I just wanted to stop by and make sure you were going to have fun, and
Oh, sure.
I wish you
Um,
had.
I, I always love the 4th of July. I need to remember my glasses. I have these USA flag glasses that I wear every year with stars and red, white, and blue. So I have to remember to get that. Yeah.
Right.
So,
I left mine at my other home up in the Pacific Northwest, and remember I have that. I have a cowboy hat and glasses
yeah.
and all that I used to use for online. But anyway, it's going to be
You know
peaceful.
what? Do you have Dollar Tree in your town?
Yeah.
Because I got mine 2 or 3 years ago from Dollar Tree, and amazingly, they still work. See, they light up because there's
Yeah. Hmm.
lights on it, and I think I'll have to check to see if they're going to light up again this year because I only use them like for the couple of hours every year, and
Hmm.
I'm amazed. I only paid $1 for them, and they're still working. I'm
Yeah.
gonna I'm gonna run over to the Dollar Tree actually
The
right
Dollar
there.
Tree is always an adventure.
Yeah,
I mean, it's amazing what you can find.
you never know, but they might have those glasses.
Right.
So
I never even thought of that. If I were
yeah,
feeling better, I'd do something like that. But I'm going to have to take off. But I just wanted to make sure everything was going well, and you're also very
yeah,
happy with EV Mux and how that's
very
going along.
happy.
Great.
I'm enjoying this program. Um, I'm hoping that eventually they'll start having tutorials so that we can learn some of the advanced features. Because I think
Hmm.
there's it. EV is offering some features that I don't yet know how to use.
Aha.
So I know they made available of course I don't usually have a big enough audience, but they have where you can enter the names of the audience members and then have like a carnival wheel
Wrong.
type thing and choose
Yeah.
a
Oh,
yeah,
great. That's
yeah, things
great.
like that. Yeah, so I want to learn
Okay.
how to do things like that.
Well, I'll catch up again with you in a couple weeks, but you have a great time. I'll be thinking of you.
Okay, I hope everything goes well with you, Barb.
Yes, thank you. I'll see you soon.
Absolutely. Happy 4th. Awesome. I love it when friends drop by. You can always drop by because Bull City Hangout's a daily show. I do this usually weekdays, usually live at noon, Saturdays at 10. Not always live because as my life gets busier and busier and I get more and more responsibilities here and there, be it with my DJing or uh, senior pharmacist or drum skywriter or whatever it is I'm doing. Sometimes I can't do the show live, and When I'm able to, I pre-record it. Sometimes I'm not even able to do that, but when I'm able to pre-record, I try to do that. I do take off when it comes to holidays and Sundays, so I won't be doing the show tomorrow, but I might be doing it on Saturday, depending on what's happening. So, with that, have a beautiful, beautiful day. Stay cool. If you need some tips on staying cool, check out the how to page of Durham Skywriter. Also, by going to the how to page, you will learn the difference between heat stroke and heat exhaustion. Very important to know. Everybody's going to be out tomorrow. It's going to be hot. So if somebody has a medical mishap, you'll know what to do. If you recognize the symptoms and you can tell the difference between heat exhaustion and heat stroke, you'll know what to do. You'll be the hero. You'll be able to save someone. So be sure before you head out tomorrow, check out the how to page, please, because I don't want anyone to fall out and to have people stand around not knowing what to do. And with that, have a beautiful day. And hopefully, I'll see you tomorrow in Durham Central Park. If I don't, just have a beautiful holiday anyhow. Ciao for now.